All right, well, hey, Love the Ville Church, long time no see. I have a huge announcement for you today. So huge that I actually crawled out of my home with a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn with sleep in my eyes and probably slobber and other things on my shirt in order to deliver this announcement to you, all right? We are reopening. Very soon. Now, before I tell you the details on that, first, I just want to take a moment and say thank you to you, church. Thank you. I know many of you have been anxious to get back together. Trust me, there is nobody that has been more anxious to see your faces and gather together with our church than me and our staff. I can promise you that. Some of you have sent emails and texts and inquired about when and why, and I get that. And I just want you to know that I appreciate your grace. I appreciate your patience. Appreciate the trust that you've put in our leadership, the benefit of the doubt you've given us. You guys know, opening up this church in this specific building, this specific population, with our specific gatherings is just different. It's different than opening a restaurant. It's different than opening a sports venue. It's different than opening a smaller church. It's different. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your grace. And thank you for the time you've afforded us over the last 6 months to rechannel resources. Fact of the matter is that every weekend that we don't meet, we save money that we can rechannel out into our community. And we are living through a global pandemic, an economic recession, and a tremendous amount of civil unrest in our city right now. Really, the need in our community is incredible. And we've been able to rise up like never before and meet needs in big ways. And that's thanks to you. So thank you, church. But with that being said, we are gathering back together soon. So here are the details on that, and I'm not going to get too down into the weeds. Check the email, jump on our website if you want further details, but here's the big picture. On September 20th and 27th, we are going to start by having family services. This will be like a soft opening specifically for families, family services at our Brownsboro and our Clifton campus. These services will be tailored specifically for your kids. There will be more details to come on all that, but here's the vision behind it. One, we recognize that a large portion of our congregation are young families. Two, we recognize that young families tend to be, outside of those who have pre-existing medical conditions, they tend to be the most cautious in terms of stepping back into public spaces. And so we want to make sure that first, we create public spaces that are safe and that engender confidence with young families in our church. On top of that, at Northeast Christian Church for decades now, we have said that kids come first here. We want to raise the next generation up that boldly pursues Jesus. And so if there's going to be a demographic that we focus on first and that we create a worship space for first, it's going to be our kids. Our kids go first here. So on September 20th and 27th, we'll be having kids services here. And for all the adults who won't be coming to those, or for anyone who's not ready to come to those, we'll still be having our regularly scheduled services online, 5 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Sunday. So keep meeting in your watch parties and jump online there. Now, October 4th, that will be our big grand reopening day. We will have services at 9 and 11 here at the Brownsboro campus, 10 and 12 at our Clifton campus. And I want you to know that both at our kids' services and at our grand reopening on October 4th, safety will be a priority. If you are a mom or a dad and you have a young family, I just want to encourage you, give us a chance. Give us a chance those first 2 weeks because we're going to create a safe space for you on October 4th. Maybe you're kind of in between and you're not sure. I'm just going to ask you, give us a chance. You'll see, we'll have the mask, we'll have the social distancing measures in place. We're going to do everything we can to make you feel safe. Now, for some of you in our congregation, you may think that the masks and the social distancing, well, it's all just a little much. And I understand where you're coming from, but here's what I'm going to ask of you. I'm going to ask of you, when we come back, to inconvenience yourself for your neighbor, for your brother and sister in Christ. Fact of the matter is that there are lots of people who are still nervous about this, a little anxious. They're being especially cautious. Maybe they have pre-existing conditions in their family or compromised immune or whatever it may be. Okay? There are folks out there who are still being cautious though. And so we want you to make decisions with them in mind. Wear a mask not for you, but do it for them. Follow the safety rules not for you, but so that we can maximize participation in our church family because man, we want to see everybody come back those first couple weeks so we can worship together again. All right, more details to come in the future, but for now, That's where we'll leave it at, and I can't wait to see you guys really, really soon. Until then, know this, church. No matter what, church is not canceled because we're the church. So let's go unleash Jesus' love every day, everybody, everywhere in our city. Love you guys. See you soon.